The word community is a significant part of the name or the role of Phoenix Radio, because not only are we broadcasting to the community of Calderdale, but we are a service for the community of Calderdale. So we offer a way for members of Calderdale's community to come in and get involved in making radio. Many individuals come in and volunteer with us, and other people come in just to have a go, maybe not long term. We have groups of adults with learning difficulties who come in regularly. We have school-age people who, for whatever reason, don't go to school, it doesn't work for them. They come here as an alternative to their education. All kinds of people access our service just to see what it's like to be on the radio, and that's a really interesting experience for them and a valuable way of expanding their opportunities in life. People are constantly giving up their time to share skills, and that's a really positive thing. So it's technical skills, it's person skills, it's practical organisational skills. They all come together in different relationships and different people and make an absolutely fantastic team.
The exciting aspect of the Pennine Horizons project is that we are making available to the community a vast resource of photographic and documentary evidence, together with 500 oral history recordings that were done in the early 1980s, and which are a fascinating insight into what life was like at the turn of the 1900s, you know. So we do have a tremendous wealth of material.
If you take a photograph and turn it over, there's a lot of, with a bit of luck, there's a lot of information on the back. And what we're trying to do now is store the images with that information attached to the image. Now, we couldn't do this in the early days, but we can now. There's the software available to do that. And once we've got to get this information out to be as accessible as possible by various means.
We do have a tremendous wealth of material, and which, as Anna said, will be made available through libraries, through museums, and with other tourist information centres and the like.
Since Square Chapel opened its doors in 1988, we've relied upon our host of committed, enthusiastic voluntary helpers to support our vibrant Centre for the Arts in a multiplicity of ways. The ushers are the public face of Square Chapel and help our audience members by taking tickets, showing people to their seats, and most of all, looking after their safety and comfort during the performance, the event, or the hire of the building that's happening. 80 of our volunteers act as tea and coffee volunteers, serving refreshments during performances and events. We've got 54 volunteers who help out behind our fully licensed bar. This is usually open during performances and events, and also when the building is hired. In addition to our event volunteers, we have a smaller but just as important team of behind-the-scene volunteers. They help out with marketing, administration, gardening and maintenance of our building, and also running technical support, our shows and events. As volunteer coordinator, I had to nominate our group of volunteers, as Square Chapel Centre for the Arts simply could not exist without them, and that's a fact.